Alrighty, welcome to another 4 on 4, and we've got myself, Updraft Elemental, the sandiest of dogs, and Slacks taking on Strider, Humph, yep, Paul Cheon's in the mix, Nav, and Mac. I am going to first pick a Mox Pearl. It is a nice one. Passing a Demonic Tutor to Strider, and Fury to Updraft Elemental. Potentially those two could switch. If you first picked a red card, I could see taking Fury over DT. And then Goldspan, Triumph, Parallax Wave, Echo are all going to go, but I'm going to start with a Mox Pearl and be pretty happy about that. Second pick, Mac is getting me here. There's not much that I'm that interested in. I mean, Necromancy is pretty good. I guess it actually is just Necromancy. It doesn't fit with the Pearl the most, but it's just Probe, any of these white removal spells, Preacher, these are just not as good as Necromancy, so I think I have to just take that. I don't like it, especially since Mac is aware that he passed me a Necromancy here, but I don't think it's worth taking a much worse card over Necromancy. Like, if I were to not take Necromancy, what am I taking here? A Probe? A Rafine's Tower? I don't even know. And I'd be passing Necromancy to Strider right after passing Strider a Demonic Tutor. So that doesn't sound great to me either. Third pick, there's a Mana Vault here. All right, I mean, I guess this must have been a pretty good pack. Passing Remand, Duress, Voidwalker, Turok, Sentinel, it's 5. Kolish Relic is 6. Maybe Craterhoof for Gilded. Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything too spectacular back. Well, Necromancy is looking a little bit less enticing now that I have these two fast mana things. When I start with a Mox and a Mana Vault, that's when I start thinking, about drafting artifacts. Not that I'm ever not thinking about drafting artifacts, but this is a good start for a Academy style deck, though of course I'm not going to get Academy unless I open it myself. And then we have this. So, no Reanimator cards. There's Saheeli, which works nicely with the Mana Dorks. There's Displacer Kitten, which also is kind of nice there. Teferi Time Raveler. I think I'm going to take Teferi. It's the best card, and there's a chance I wheel Displacer Kitten. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think Saheeli is going to wheel or Displacer Kitten either of them, but I would have an opportunity to do so, and I think Teferi is enough better than the rest of these cards that I should just take Teferi. And then now there's, Torsten and Fire Covenant are both good, but I think I just take Narset. I could just ignore the Necromancy and just take Narset here. Narset's a good card. There's also Show and Tell, but I don't like Show and Tell that much. I don't think I want to snap off just taking a Torsten or a Fire Covenant. I think Narset's fine. Take my 3-drops. Now there's Leovold. Leovold's kind of interesting just because I would end up with a lot of... now I have Narset and Leovold, some of the Draw 7 Punishers, but I don't really want to take a blue-black-green card here. Honestly, I might just take Cryptic Command and just not worry about the Reanimate stuff. I'm going to exile Necromancy for now. I'm going to take a Talisman over Rabblemaster, Tendrils. Yeah. I don't know. Just kind of felt like I'm still fine taking the Necromancy. It was just, I don't think it would have been good to pass to Strider, even if, there was something else in the pack I'd have wanted a little bit more than I did. But it doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be drafting Reanimator here, so I think I'm going to be exiting unless something wild comes to change my mind. All right, and here we have a pack with some good white cards and some good green Excel. I'm not going to take the green Excel. I might just take Prismatic Ending. It's a pretty strong removal spell. I feel like with a red-white Talisman, a white Mox, and a Teferi, yeah, Prismatic Ending seems like it's going to be pretty decent for where we're going. And then now, Third Path Iconoclast Wield. It's that or just take like a Pyrite Spellbomb. Goldspan Dragon, Twin Shot Sniper. Yeah, there's a bunch of decent-ish artifact cards. This actually looks like a pretty good Third Path deck, so I think I'll just do that. And we are definitely ready for a Tolarian Academy if one were to show up. Woodfall Primus is late, a lot of green. I think this is a place for Scholar. You can also remove a counter from a permanent you control. You can actually take counters off of Planeswalkers if you want. That one seems all right. And another million more green cards. I guess I could just take the Bitter Reunion and pass all the green cards. Yeah, that seems fine. All right, nothing wheeled. Not too surprised. I I think I'm just going to hate the oddity. Actually, this looks like if there was ever a start for a Pestermite deck, this could be, ooh, late Fairy Mastermind. That's a nice pickup. Passing a late Unmarked Grave, but like I said, I'm not really on that plan. And this is looking like a Jeskai Tempo deck here, which is a fine place to be. I think I take Unearth here. I don't think Name Sticker Goblin is very good. All right. Student of Warfare. Still could definitely be the artifact deck. If I open Tolarian Academy, I'm going for it, unsurprisingly. Let's see what we got. The best I can do is a different legendary land. I think I am going to take Caracas. I don't even have a legend yet. Caracas is just really good. This pack is also really bad. It's like Thieving Skydiver, Scrubland, I guess. Maybe I'll wheel Thought Monitor, if not even clear if I want it. But I guess with a third path, probably do. All right. I'll just take Caracas and be pretty disappointed, but I'm not passing anything that great either. I'm passing Hex Drinker and Sylvan to Mac, who's definitely not playing green, and I'm passing a Recurring Nightmare and a Curtains. He didn't seem to be reanimating, so maybe he takes a Thieving Skydiver here. I'm not too worried about that. Ooh, I like Skull Clamp here. Skull Clamp in my third path deck with Mastermind, Scholar, Pestermite. Well, Pestermite might not make it, but yeah, this looks like a great Skull Clamp deck. Still really want that Academy. Let's take that. Pass up on Emrakul, Bone Shards. Maybe Blue-White Talisman comes back? I wouldn't complain if that were the case. Whoa. So not only is Archon in the pack, which does make it a lot less likely that Strider's going Reanimator, which is fine because it hasn't been passed. It's also a Mana Drain. Well, I'll take the Mana Drain. I don't really have any options. There's a Zerda, a Thraben Inspector, a bunch of decent white cards here. Maybe I'll get one of those back. And now I'm probably going to take Trinket Mage, because Trinket Mage gets Mox, Mana Vault, and Skull Clamp. These are all really good cards for me to go fetch. I don't think I want Spellseeker or Stern Scolding compared to that. Passing a late Shallow Grave as well. What can you do? And here, wow, a lot of good Reanimator stuff going this direction. Do I take Volcanic Island, which is pretty nice with third path, or Chromatic Star? I think I'm going to take Volcanic. I would rather have Chromatic Star if I ended up in the Academy deck. It's also a Talisman too, but having a fetchable land of my colors is pretty strong. Now there's 3 different red removal spells. I don't think I'm in a position to take Pyrokinesis. There's a red-black Talisman. There's also a Daze. This actually looks like a pretty awesome Daze deck. Let's just take Daze and pass all the red removal. Maybe we'll get one back. Who knows? This pack has Ponder, V-Click, Frantic Search, Haywire Might. These are all fine. I'm going to take Ponder. I love Ponder. And Bray's Apprentice too. So it feels like Artifacts is reasonably open. I bet I could wheel a card. Maybe not out of this pack. I'm going to get one card back. Probably Angel of the Ruins or Char. But it feels like we're in a pretty good seat for what we're doing. We've got some mana fixing with a red-blue land and a red-white Talisman. We've got some card draw. I guess this Pestermite's not really in right now. Yeah, this is a pretty solid start and have some good fast acceleration. So obviously Academy is one direction this could go. Getting some more higher end stuff could be another thing, because this deck's not using its Mana Vault super well right now. Like Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, for example, would be a pretty nice pickup. Oh, and this pack has some cards I like. I actually like Curse Scroll a lot, especially when I can Trinket Mage for it. Mightstone and Weakstone, it would be good especially if I picked up a Mishra's Workshop, but I'm kind of liking Staff of the Storyteller. It makes a token for Skull Clamp. Tokens I make off Staff or a third path charge up the Staff, and it's a cheap artifact. I think Staff actually looks really nice here. Some blue-white lands would also be nice to pick up if I could maybe get a few of those here. Whoa, Thieving Skydiver wield? I'll take it. It's great against me. Stealing a Skull Clamp is so sick. If you steal a Skull Clamp with this, it auto-equips, so you just steal a Skull Clamp and draw 2 cards for 3 mana. So good. Definitely taking that over Scrubland or Recurring Nightmare. Oh, and I guess I'll take Spell Queller. I mean, that's what this deck is looking like. So blue-white tempo, blue-white-red tempo. Could use a little bit more interaction. I guess for counterspells, I have Daze, Drain, and Cryptic, though Cryptic's a little tough to cast. I have Prismatic Ending, Teferi, I guess Thieving Skydiver, Spell Queller as like other interaction. If that pack with all those red spells, if I could just get back like a Flame Slash or Unholy Heat, I think I'd be pretty happy about that. Ooh, and now there's a Thraben Inspector. That goes nicely with the artifact theme, because again, I do have a lot of artifacts, and maybe that'll pay off in some way. I don't think Sunbait Canyon is so good that I'm going to be sad missing out on that, and I don't think I'm going to play Ephemerate or any of these other cards. And here, I don't think I'm playing any of these. I guess we haven't seen Dark Depths. Maybe I just take Stage, because I guess I'd be in to maybe try that and passing a couple black cards. I'll just take the Bob. Bob is too good to pass here. And I'll take a red-black Talisman. I don't really care about passing an Ophiomancer, and there's a chance I play a red-black Talisman in my deck. Oh, last pick Haywire Mite? Sure, that's not nothing, especially with Skull Clamp. If I could get some free green sources, that would help. Okay. Tolarian Academy time. It's been a really long time since I've gotten to put the card Tolarian Academy in my deck. Going into pack 3, having that be an option, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Let's see. Looks for Tolarian Academy. Doesn't find it. There's a Reanimate and a Dark Ritual, though Strider's not playing Reanimator. I think Mac passed Necromancy and took a different Reanimate card as one of the ways that could have played out. There's Nettle Cyst. I think that might wheel. I could honestly take Gut. 3 mana 2/2. When you re-attack, you can sack another creature or artifact, and you make a 4/1 menace attacking. It's so good with like Thraben Inspector or Third Path Iconoclast, even Staff of the Storyteller. I have a lot of trinkety stuff. I actually kind of think this is the pick. It's odd, but I think that's where we're at. Oh, and this pack, oh my god, has Pest Infestation and Atroxa. This is a tragedy. I guess there's an Upheaval for me, and Upheaval does look good in a Mana Vault deck, but ugh. And there's a Dark Depths here. Maybe that'll come back around. I just hate passing all these good cards I can't use. And I don't think I want to take Aragorn over Preordain. This pack's not really going ideally for me. Let's just take Preordain here. And we're not getting Academy at this point. We're not getting Urza. Maybe we get like a Mox Diamond or something. I guess if I pick up like a couple counter spells here and maybe like a Swords to Plowshares or Path to Exile sort of thing, I guess I won't feel too bad, but I feel like in this pack I've passed better cards than I've taken. I first picked Gut. That's not really ideal, but I do think that was the pick in that pack. What is going on here? And then this pack has Lion's Eye Diamond and Fastbond and Coveted Jewel. I mean, it's possible that I should just take Fastbond to go with Upheaval, but I have no draw 7s because I have Skull Clamp. I think I'm just going to take Currency Converter. Currency Converter works nicely with like Staff of the Storyteller, with Gut. You can Trinket Mage for it. I think it is generally just a pretty good card. I just don't think shoehorning green mana into my deck for Fastbond is where I want to be here. Yeah, it's too early. If this was pack 2 and we had, less cards but a similar mix of cards, I could see going into Fastbond if I had the Upheaval, but I think I'm going to Currency Converter here. And then there's this pack, which has nothing. Magmatic Insight is a combo with Currency Converter. There's also Manamorphose, but I don't really think that's great. Hangerback Walker, I just don't really like that card. I guess it's good as Skull Clamp. All right. I guess I'm fine hangerbacking. It's just kind of a weak pack. I don't really care about passing any of these cards. Okay, well, I feel like this pack went kind of bad. Oh, Sanguine Evangelist with Skull Clamp makes 3 creatures. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. We're just going to be a Skull Clamp deck. The one thing I'm really sad about is I didn't get Academy in a spot where Academy would have been really good. I feel like I have far fewer opportunities where it's even going to be good, so would have been nice to have it be good here, but it wasn't. I guess Hangerback's also good with Gut. I think Gut's actually crazy good in this deck. Currently, I'm on 16 lands here. Well, 15 plus a Mox, which means I have one too many. I'll have to see what I want to cut here. Oh, here's an easy Celestial Colonnade. I don't have a reason for draw 7s. Idly in Resto would be fine, but I'm already cutting cards, and I just love Celestial Colonnade. You've never seen me pass it for a reason. Do I have any legends? I have Gut, True Soul Zealots. That is my legend. Okay, so Oliphant is a blue-red land. Yeah, I kind of like that. Having a blue-red land seems like a good deal. I don't think I need Time Warp so badly here. Oh, nice. Monastery Mentor is actually a kind of nice pickup. I thought about taking that the first time, so All right, well, now I definitely need to cut some cards. Honestly, maybe I just cut the upheaval. I didn't pick up any more mana stuff in this pack. I was kind of hoping to get, well, obviously Academy, but even without Academy, there's a couple, like there are some other mana generation engines that I was hoping to get. And I would even play Guy's Cradle, though I think that was gone by now. But I didn't get there, and I got some other really good, like, mentor evangelist kind of mid-range threats, so I think I'll just go that direction. Blue-black Triumph is the best card, but I don't think I'm going to play it. Would I play Lion Sash? I might play Arc Lightning. Arc Lightning is a pretty decent sideboard card. I don't think I would necessarily main deck it. There's also, I guess Zagoth Triumph could have let me play Haywire Might, but I think that sounds like a little bit thin. Lingering Souls. If I had only taken that Zagoth Triumph. I don't think I want any of these cards. What am I most likely to not want to play against? Yeah, I guess Watley. I don't know. I'll just take the Lingering Souls. It's fine. Coveted Jewel came back. I mean, I guess I'll take it. I could see wanting to run this card. Oh, there's a Razor Verge Thicket. I mean, Haywire Might is a good card. I don't mind if that card makes it into my deck. I guess I'll take Courtier because I don't care about Loam. All right, well, I think this deck ended up totally solid. I don't think it ended up great. It just doesn't have enough cheap interaction. That's like, and doesn't, or a big mana engine like an Academy. So it's got definitely the potential to have some pretty good draws here. It's a late Shieldred's Edict, but I don't think it, this doesn't seem broken to me. I don't think the Jewel's making it in either. All right, I ended up just cutting Cryptic Command. It's a little painful, but my mana is not quite where I want it to be. I have a Volcanic, an Oliphant, and a Colonnade, as well as a red-white Talisman. Other than that, I've got a lot of basics in my deck, and I'm hoping to draw Ponder and Preordain to really get things going. Let's take a look at my teammate, and oh, guess what? Sandy Dog drafted red-white. No power, but has Chrome Mox, Mana Tithe, Figure, Copter, Elite Spellbinder, Adeline Hero, Seasoned Engineer, Fury, Goldspan, Comet. Yeah, this looks pretty nice. Solid doggin. And then we got a lot of power in our team. Updraft Elemental has Ancestral Recall, Soul Ring, a bunch of Fast Bond Exploration, Sail into the West, Wheel, Demonic Tutor, Brain Freeze, Time Warp, Memory Jar. This deck looks sweet. Definitely has some good stuff going there. And then Jesse's got Mana Crypt, Mox Diamond, Mox Emerald, Time Walk. He has 3 pieces of power. Updraft has 2 pieces of power, and I have 1, so we have a lot of power. Blue-white artifacts, but no Academy here either. So, yeah, this deck looks great. All right, let's battle. We're battling against Osmanozguni here, and yeah, this is a keep. Yeah, Gut actually looks awesome in this deck. If I can go... Let's see, I guess I don't get to do this till later. Oh, the Colonnade's a nice draw. Turn 2, I can go Hangerback, but that doesn't really help too much. Jite, huh? I think I just play Talisman, because even if I play Hangerback, I'm not attacking next turn. And this way, maybe I get to go like third path into something or leave up Spell Queller. It'll depend. If Osmanozguni somehow doesn't play a creature this turn, then I can maybe leave up Spell Queller. But I think Jite is going to get me pretty good. I need to draw my Thieving Skydiver. That's what I need to draw. Oh, that would be such a good one. On the other hand, though, if somehow Osmanozguni does not have a good creature to play this turn, then the GT doesn't do a whole lot, but I assume they're going to play something. Okay, what do you got? Seasoned Pyromancer, yeah. That's a lot of creatures. Discarding Lightning Bolt and a land. Okay. All right, any Skydivers? Any Skydivers? No, there's an island, though. So I could play Hangerback for 2. Can block the Pyromancer. I think I'm just going to Preordain here. I feel like finding an answer to Jite is going to be pretty good if I can find one. Or pretty important, rather. I think I just play this and then pass. And maybe they don't equip Jite and I get to Spell Quell or something. That would be pretty nice. Robber of the Rich. Yeah, I'm going to Spell Queller that. And maybe no land here, though it's probably not that likely they don't have a land. But I think Spell Queller in there is still pretty good. Oh, it didn't have a land. Discarded a land to the Season Pyro, but didn't find another one. That's great. Let's go. Oh, actually, I played the wrong land. I wanted to play Caracas. That's awkward. Well, let's just go X equals 1 on hanger back. Play gut. And send here with Spell Queller. Oh, maybe. No, I guess it's not going to work out because we're going to get our Spell Queller pathed or swords here. Maybe? Oh, I'm going to attack then. All right. I'll attack. And what's going on here? Why is this happening in the middle of combat? This looks like a dismember, maybe? A March of Otherworldly Light. Oh, I see, on the hanger back. It's fine, I'll sack Talisman. Take 6 here. And then equip Jite, attack. I think I just take it. Next turn, I play Caracas probably. It would be really nice to get a cheap spell. I mean, honestly, the card I would want to draw most is just the Thieving Skydiver, because that basically solves my GT problem. In fact, it puts the GT onto my side. What I wanted to do last turn before playing a land, and that was a foolish mistake, is play Caracas so I could block with Gut and use Caracas. Though, as it turned out, they had March, so that wouldn't necessarily have done the trick. Oh, interesting. What do I want to do here? Now, not having the mana from Talisman is actually kind of painful. I guess playing Third Path doesn't really help too much. Let's go Caracas, attack, and do I want to sacrifice another creature or artifact? No. Probably going to kill the skeleton token. Yeah. And they take 4. And they have 1 counter left. All right, let's go Iconoclast. Teferi, make a token. And I think I bounce the Jite here. And then just hope that they don't have the land to equip it again. It's going to be my plan. Okay, Iconoclast down. But I get a soldier token to block with. All right, this is going to be close. I drew 2 lands. Oh, and they have a land. Oh, name sticker Goblin. Oh, I guess they didn't really need the land. And they hit the max amount of mana. Yeah, this was going kind of bad regardless, but we'll see what comes out. If I draw something good here, I suppose I could come back, but the way things are looking, it is not seeming super likely. Yeah, this is going to be tough. I feel like I should have left I should have been out playing Caracas 2 turns ago, and maybe that would have ended up helping. Though it kind of depends on what they have to play off this Goblin too. All right, back down comes Umezawa's Jite. And they can kill my Gut this turn. Yeah. I'm trying to Skydiver or bust here, though. Skydiver probably still just wins me the game. They can equip the Jite. They can kill Teferi if they want, or they can just attack me. I guess I'm at 17. They're probably just going to kill Teferi. And then kill Gut before I get to untap with Caracas, I suppose is going to be the answer. All right, in comes Jite. So they both attack Teferi. Yeah, I guess I'll block the elemental token. And so it's going to be Spell Queller and Colonnade versus the world here. And Skydiver time. We got this. No. Staff of the Storyteller's okay, though. I don't think attacking with Colonnade is really going to be a path to victory here. So I think getting a token here, drawing, Raven Inspector, and I'll hit with the Spell Queller. Now I can even double block whatever has Jite on it. And draw some more cards. All right, this ended up being like a pretty reasonable turn. I put 2 creatures into play, and I'm going to draw 2 cards. They both cantripped. And then now that I have Staff out, I guess I've lost 3 of my token makers already, but I still have more. And we'll see. All right, we're coming in to attack. I don't really care about them making Seasoned Pyro tokens. I just want to force a re-equip here. Okay. The Raven Inspector goes down. I go to 15. DJ gets 2 more counters on it. And I need to hit just a bunch of spells in a row. A Braid on the Spell Queller. All right. Get your Rubber of the Rich back, I suppose. Equip Jite that. Sure. All right. Where's my Skydiver? It's kind of what I'm drawing to here. There's not much else that's that exciting. Daze and Mox Pearl. No, I'm pretty dead now. All right. Down a game to Umezawa's Jite. It got me pretty good here. All right. Looking in the sideboard. Do I want Upheaval or Cryptic Command? No. Arc Trail's probably decent, though. There is also Haywire Might. It does kill Jite. I would be able to replace a Plains with a Razor Verge Thicket. And then I would also have the Treasure off Currency Converter. That seems a little bit thin. I want to side out Daze on the draw. Daze on the play seems fine. Maybe I'll just hold on without the Arc Trail here for the time being. All right. I would like to play first. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to keep this hand. I suppose I go Island, Pearl, Staff of the Storyteller, and I basically kept a 6-lander, but the card I kept is a Staff, which draws me a card and a 1/1, so, oh man, my Mox is getting blown up. That's all right. March of the Otherworldly Light. Oh, I'll just play a blue for a mana drain here. I'll get my card off Staff of the Storyteller soon enough. If they don't play anything, that's also fine. Oh yeah, we are mana draining Luminarch Aspirant. That's not one we want to see here. Okay, what's our best draw? Oh, Currency Converter is really high up there. In fact, let's go Plains, draw off Staff, play Currency Converter. And I don't actually need to spend... Yeah, I'll just actually Mountain Cycle this now. Let's get a Volcanic. And then pass the turn, hitting for 1, of course. And now I've got a couple options here. I can do the 2-tap ability on Converter, or I can just tap to make a 2/2. I really hope that my opponent doesn't have another removal spell, because I kind of want my engine to keep going here. I think I just go 2-tap draw. Phyrexian Revoker. No, that puts me into a different spot, because now I'm going to make my 2/2 that gets me a counter on the Staff. So now if they want to turn off the Staff, they have to name it, or they turn off the Converter, but I get value either way. Also, I should board an Arc Trail. Let's see what a... Prismatic Ending would also be a nice one to deal with that. I mean, I guess I'm kind of happy either way. I can only use the Staff once right now, but it just straight up draws me a card, whereas Converter is a discard spell. Converter is probably better if the game goes longer. Yeah, they just chose currency converter. All right, action. Oh, that's action. Actually, I think I just attack first and then skull clamp the spirit token. Because I would rather draw 2 to start with than draw 1 off staff. Oof, get these out of here. Oh, there's the prismatic ending. All right, I'll just play the Caracas and pass. I'll use staff for the storyteller end of turn, and then probably prismatic ending the revoker here. Sure. Sure. They're both fine cards, but not going to do too much. All right, I'm at 18. Yeah, this looks great. Let's draw Narset and okay. I guess attacking with the rogue token. What am I doing here? I mean, I could kill the revoker. I don't even know how much I need to kill the revoker. I kind of want to skull clamp. Do I want to play Narset? Because Narset stops Glimmer Lens too. Let's go Narset and draw. And see what we hit. See if there's some action. Teferi Time Raveler. Okay. Play a land. And now I could skull clamp the rogue token. I could play Fairy Mastermind. I think skull clamping the rogue token seems pretty good to me. And then I'll pass the turn. And then if they want to attack Narset, they have to give me some cards. If they have a way to kill Narset then directly, then that's fine. Okay, 2 cards in hand. I'm also playing around like a big legend. Blade Splicer, sure. None of these are golems, besides the actual Phyrexian golem. So now it's attacking Narset for 1. All right, that's fine with me. That can stop multiple Narset triggers effectively. Oh, yeah, let's go Third Path Iconoclast, Teferi Time Raveler, make a token, do I want to bounce the, is it Phyrexian Golem or the Selfless Spirit? I think I'm just going to bounce the Phyrexian Golem because they can Selfless Spirit to kill my Narset now if they want, or my Teferi, one of the two, but they can't kill both. So I feel pretty good about that. Then I'll draw with staff. We're really getting a lot of value. All the engines are really humming here. So now Selfless Spirit gets to kill one of my Planeswalkers, but I don't really care. I've gotten so much value. Narset drew me a card and then denied them ultimately 2 draws. And Teferi killed the 3/3 and drew a card. So I'm just getting massive amounts of value every single turn. Next turn, I could probably prismatic ending that revoker if I wanted to get something going. Oh, we're going after the Teferi Time Raveler and not the Narset. Sure. I mean, Teferi does tick up in loyalty. Getting rid of it seems... You can't play instants. Also seems pretty relevant. All right, Teferi down. Let's draw Daze and Ponder. All right, let's start with Ponder. Making a 1/1. We have the Skull Clamp that we're going to really start to use if we need to. Scholar, Trinket Mage. No, I don't really even want those. Too bad. You're getting one anyway. Let's go... It's time to start attacking. Let's send with the rogue token. Hiya. You're just going to take 3, I'm sure. And how much do I care about Selfless Spirit? I guess I don't care that much. So let's go Prismatic Ending on the Revoker. Make me another token. I don't even really need to use Currency Converter that much, to be honest, but it seems fine to to do this. And pass the turn. No, I'm actually going to clamp one of these soldiers. I have mana left over. Seems like it's worth it. Draw 2. Oh yeah, I'll be doing some good gut attacks next turn. I mean, I could probably sack the Staff of the Storyteller at this point. I feel like I can draw my whole deck pretty much whenever I need to now. Yeah, so game 3 is going to be on the draw. Do I want this Daze? Maybe I should keep the Daze. It's like, and maybe I should just take out Narset, honestly. Robber of the Rich, sure. Feels like Daze is one of the ways I can maybe, I don't know, I play my 3 and then Daze your 4. There's a way to win on the draw here. Okay, a little dangerous here because I am getting robbered. Would they hit Island? Okay, nice. Let's play Fairy Mastermind because I want to trade for this Selfless Spirit. And let's block the Selfless Spirit and then double block the robber. I can sack the Selfless Spirit to save the robber if they want. Depends if they think Fairy Mastermind's better or not. Okay, they did. Sure. Fair enough. End of turn. Draw. Sanguine Evangelist. Nice. Oh, Mana Vault too. All right, let's go Mana Vault because that I can sack to gut. It's nice. Gut. Sanguine Evangelist. And go to attacks here. 2/2. Attack with those and sack the Mana Vault to make a 4/1, and now you can double block that, take 4. And then I'm going to play Hangerback Walker X equals 1 and pass the turn. They can't even Robber of the Rich me now. I'm down to 2 cards in hand. Need to play your last card. Okay. You could attack with Robber of the Rich, I suppose. And let's block with Soldier Token. Sure. I don't even really think I need to have this thing die. All right. That was game 2. Let's move on to game 3. Pestermite, Cryptic Command. Yeah, no, I should have Arc Trail in. I should take Narset out, I think. Narset is generally not going to do what I want in this matchup, I don't believe. All right. Let's see if we can get there on the draw. All right. Game 3 time. Critical cards to see. Daze, Mox Pearl. Oh, that's both of them. Don't have an island yet, but if I draw an island, this hand becomes incredible. And even without it, I have Prismatic Ending. Oof. Managing is not a good draw. If I draw an island, I think this hand becomes obscene, though, because I get to go Third Path Iconoclast into Daze, Prismatic Ending, Island. I don't even think I want to use Prismatic Ending here because the Glimmer Islands isn't doing anything and the 2/2 is not doing that much. Especially since I get a token if I wait till I draw a blue. Oh, painful. Exceedingly painful. All right, pass the turn. I just don't think that's what I want to do. Yeah. I would never mulligan this hand in a million years. I am going to lose now, but, you know, that hand has all the things I need. It just didn't have an island. Oh, there's Volcanic Island. It's going to be so funny when I draw Oliphant and I can't cycle it now. All right, well, them's the beats. All right, time for round 2. Playing against a deck with Hull Breacher, which is unfortunate, but ooh. Look at this hand. Turn 1 Plains, Pearl, cast Currency Converter, land cycle Oliphant, get Volcanic Island, make a 2/2 with my converter, and then have a turn 2 Spell Queller up. Sounds good to me. Yeah, that last game was unfortunate, but I can't mulligan a hand where if I draw a blue source, I have like turn 2 Spell Queller plus Daze and all that. So it is what it is. Let's convert some currency and then make a 2/2 and then get Spell Queller will be up. It's unclear to me if I want to leave up mana for Spell Queller or not. Oh, Vamp. Well, I'm going to leave up mana for Spell Queller now. Vamping in response. I don't think that's a great time for them to vamp. So one of the things about Vamp Tutor is it's not like you want to wait for their counter magic is down to cast Vamp, because they can just counter the spell you get off Vamp. So doing it when I'm tapped out now, not seeing what I'm going to do on my turn, it's a pretty extreme move. So let's make a 2/2 and then go get a Volcanic. And that just lets me know, like I was considering playing Thraben Inspector and leaving mana up to use Converter, or Crack the Clue, but given that my opponent cast Vamp on turn 1, well, I should probably leave up Spell Queller on turn 2. I even get to use Currency Converter if they don't do anything, so I wouldn't say it's a lot of wasted mana. It's potentially wasting 1 mana, but I think I'm okay with that. And then if I get to Spell Queller, then the turn after, I'm probably going to go Thraben Skull Clamp plus use Currency Converter, something along those lines. Let's see, we're going to go Bazaar of Baghdad, use it, reanimate something. No, we're just going to go Swamp Go, huh? Well, I am going to use Currency Converter. I'm not willing to waste that much mana. Let's discard Talisman, I think, because I also want to make a bunch of creatures here. Land, send for 2, and then probably just play Thraben Inspector here, I would imagine. Then I can Spell Queller plus make another Dork, and I'm just going to solo them with this Currency Converter. It's pretty great. If they cast Entomb here, I think I would Spell Queller it. If they... I mean, there's not that much else they can cast end of turn that I would care about. Okay, they didn't cast anything. There's Spire Bluff Canal. Oh, they do have Hull Breacher in their deck, so I probably wasn't... If they just passed, I'm probably not animating. Oh, yeah, no, let's go ahead and Spell Queller the show and tell. I don't know what's getting shown and or told, but I would rather not have that be the thing that happens right now. Let's make another 2/2, and now I have lethal next turn, which is pretty fast. I mean, Currency Converter was pretty strong. Let's crack a Clue. Oh, that was not even the right way to tap my mana, but that's all right. Third Path Iconoclast. Oops. Play Skull Clamp. I just cracked a Clue and didn't leave mana drain up for just no reason. All right, hit for 7, and they might, if they can kill Spell Queller, they get to cast Show and Tell, but it's not clear that Show and Tell is necessarily going to be enough against this many things, and it was not. All right, we got game 1. Necromancy to steal their thing. I do think I want Cryptic Command. I'm playing against a combo deck. The mana is not ideal with it, but that's just going to be that's just going to be how it is. I think I can take out Thieving Skydiver from what I've seen so far, including what my teammates have seen. Don't think I want Upheaval, though. I think just the Cryptic's going to be good enough. All right, time for game 2, and yeah, I mean, I guess I keep this. I don't have a white source, but turn 1 Mana Vault, turn 2 Hanger back, and if I draw a white source, I get to go turn 1 Mana Vault, turn 2 Teferi or Sanguine Evangelist, probably Sanguine Evangelist plus a Hanger back for 1. That's a lot of pressure. So this hand is drawing to white mana to be good or blue and red spells with a pretty healthy dose of acceleration thanks to the Mana Vault. Like, imagine if I drew Gut here. I could go like turn 1 Mana Vault, turn 2 Hanger back, turn 3 attack, sack the Gut to, or Mana Vault to Gut, and then I'm just, clocking them pretty fast. My opponent did mulligan to 6 here. Swamp Go. All right, Mox Pearl. No, but Preordain's actually pretty nice. Let's just, well, no, I'm going to cast Mana Vault. The reason I'm casting Mana Vault here is, all right, they get to vamp. They get to do something here. Is if I just naturally draw the white, I like my curve a lot more. I don't need to Preordain. So I'll give myself one turn to draw white mana, and if I miss, then maybe I just play Hangerback on 2. Maybe I cast Preordain and cast a 2/2 Hangerback using the Mana Vault. That's also not crazy. Kind of depends on what they do. They did Tutor, which I don't like, but I don't really have a way to stop that. Oh, I drew Mana Drain. Well, that's an entirely different animal. Because now, when they cast Show and Tell, I'll just Mana Drain it. Oh, they played a Bazaar. All right. It's fine with me. Draw. Huh. And I drew Caracas. Let's keep the Caracas in hand for a second here. Cast a Preordain. Oh, bottom. Oh, I'll take a Mox Pearl, though. And I think I'm going to play Mox. Go to my second main phase. It's a bit of a tell, but that's okay. Then play Sanguine Evangelist. I like playing Evangelist before Hangerback. This attacks for 4. Hangerback would only attack for 2. And it's only 1 mana less efficient. All right, they get to Bazaar. And part of the reason I want to slow roll Caracas is they have Show and Tell Emrakul. It would be really nice if they were able to, like if they spent some effort getting an Emrakul into play and I could just play the Caracas. Okay, they discarded Echo of Eons and Tendrils. They got some stuff going on. Again, they do have Hull Breacher in their deck, and that's the card I'm the most scared of. Show and Tell a little bit less so. In fact, if they cast Show and Tell, I'd be tempted to let it resolve. Oh, you're going to counter my Sanguine Evangelist? Wow, okay. That is acceptable to me. Dark Ritual? Is this in response Hull Breacher? No, I'm going to Mana Drain that. All right, and I went to main phase 2 so I wouldn't get mana back this turn. As it turns out, I actually probably would have played the Hangerback if I had the mana. And I'll probably just play it next turn, but it's usually good practice. There's just not that much I would anticipate mana draining this turn, but Dark Ritual Hull Breacher certainly on the list. They have 1 card in hand. They can't use Echo this turn, so they're going to play their last card. Do they have like a reanimate effect? Because that would be really unfortunate. They might have wanted to just Bazaar first and try to hit a 3rd untapped land, because letting me get my turn going first is pretty nice. I will not pay to untap that. I will draw, and then I'll have 3 mana floating. Oh, Narset? What an amazing draw. So now, wow, I get to do it all. One reason to play Caracas last turn, by the way, is that they did end up showing me a draw 7, and they might have actually shuffled the Caracas back. Now they're just dead. I'm going to play Teferi, so I know my Narset's going to resolve, and then I'm going to play Narset. And I might Hangerback here. We'll see. Let's go Teferi. Time Raveler. Narset. It's minus Narset. Bazaaring? Okay, that's just discarding 3. I guess in response to Narset. Discarding Mystic Confluence, Pest Infestation, Time Spiral. All right. Let's Narset, see if we find something we want to do with our mana. Because I have right now Teferi Bounce Mana Vault or Teferi Bounce Mox Pearl as potential plays. And kind of happy with either one. Staff of the Storyteller, yeah, I'll take that. Then I think I'll just go Teferi Bounce Mox Pearl. Ha, I even drew a daze, funny. Mox Pearl, Caracas. Staff of the Storyteller, leaving Caracas up so I can activate Staff. Getting a token, attacking for 4 here, and this game is basically over. They have no cards in hand. They don't even have like Animate. I guess if they animate Hull Breacher, they can cast Echo. They don't draw cards because of Narset, but they get 7 treasures off of me not drawing cards because of Hull Breacher. or something like that. That is kind of cute. All right, we are 1-1, and on to round 3 here. All right, battling against Mac in round 3, and Mac is playing Reanimator with Mox Ruby and Black Lotus. I don't love that, especially on the draw here. If I can survive until turn 2 mana drain, that's something. Well, now I can just take the mana drain. All right. Not sure what it is I'm looking for here, but I have 2 cantrips, so I have a pretty good chance of finding something. And I am going to... Oh, he takes the Preordain. Okay, must have a follow-up discard or something. Island, Plains, Sanguine Evangelist. I'm going to reshuffle. Don't draw island. Okay, Mountain is fine. I just think Plains is good. Island is really bad for me right now. And Sanguine Evangelist is just okay. So I thought just going for random was good. I'm going to play this because he knows about the Third Path Iconoclast, so this is like mildly awkward, but it makes it look like I drew a counterspell, less like I drew a Fairy Mastermind. And I'm happy to cast Mastermind here and block. Okay. Get my mana drain back, and you got 1 turn to play something. Make a good one. It's just an okay one. Let's go Island Go. It's not like the Third Path Iconoclast is doing too much, or Mountain Go rather. Next turn I'm going to play my Island and play Third Path Iconoclast, and we'll kind of see how it goes from there. Would like to find like a Narset or something. That would be nice. All right. I'm just going to my second main phase because I really don't want the drain mana this turn. Thraben Inspector does mean if I draw a white source, I'll be pretty happy, which is kind of already the case. I'm okay with that. I don't need the Iconoclast that badly. Mac knows about the drain and knows about the Spell Queller. All right. Take some damage. Just need to draw some action here. Plains is action. Oh, Caracas is nice. Let's play Thraben Inspector. He knows about the Spell Queller, but he also knows about the drain, and so I just don't need to leave both up here. I think playing Thraben Inspector and passing is pretty nice. Are we going to crack that Fiery Islet? Yeah, we are. All right. I like seeing that, because it means that his hand is not that good and he's trying to set up maybe like a multi-spell turn or something here. But I'll take another 3. The Ophiomancer by itself is just not that bad for me. Creeping Tar Pit's pretty annoying. He doesn't have a second blue to activate it yet, but it is pretty annoying. Teferi, interesting. Let's see. Oh, Gut True Soul Zealot. So let's go Teferi Time Raveler. Hold on. Do I want to play Teferi? Actually, let's just go Gut. This leaves up Mana Drain, and it leaves up Caracas on Gut. And then now I can attack for 4 here with this Thraben Inspector. And if Mac tries to kill Gut, then I will just bounce it with Caracas. And that seems fine. All right, attack with this. I knew Thraben Inspector was going to be sick with Gut, and it has been. Okay. Fire Covenant those for 3. Just bounce Gut, that's fine. Let this thing die. Pass the turn. I don't know. I don't love it. I really need him not to have a blue this turn. All right. Well, Inquisition just forces the issue here. I guess I wish I had just countered the Fire Covenant. Sure. Inquisition was a nice draw, I guess. Oh, Troll is actually not that bad. He's got 5 mana, so he's getting close to casting it. Cast Teferi. Bounce the Troll. And then play a Hangerback Walker for 2 here. And that is also going to be nice with Gut one way or another. And now I can recast the Troll. And I need to just draw a little bit of action here. Monastery Mentor, interesting. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Mentor. Talisman. Pass. Now I can actually block the Troll. And I needed not to draw blue mana that turn. I mean, any turn would be a problem, but all right. Well, now I triple block the Troll, and I guess go to 4. Oh no, he's going to put me to 2. Yeah, I mean that's a good attack. He's at 15. Yeah, this is kind of forced here. Block, block, block. Yeah, that blue draw was brutal. All right, need to find some action here. If I can deal with the Tar Pit, then I'd be okay. But unfortunately, don't think I can. I can attack for 7 here with Gut, but no, the Underground Sea got me pretty good. Necromancy to siphon off his reanimates, played off his Urborg. Don't like Cryptic Command. I could play Lingering Souls off of his Urborg as well. I don't think I really want to do any of that though. Do I want Cryptic over something? He has a Mox. That's probably enough for Thieving Skydiver is my guess here. All right, I'm on the play. Yeah, and he drew the 6 land for Troll right away, which is also pretty unfortunate. No, I guess I should mulligan that hand. Well, this hand's great. I guess I can put an island back and make the same turn 1 play of island, Mox, currency converter, and then cycle Oliphant plus make a 2/2 into a turn 2 Teferi or Fairy Mastermind. This was pretty nice. And then also currency converter is just great against him because his discard spells just get a lot worse. Okay, yes. Put that back, get Volcanic. Draw. I'm just going to go Sanguine Evangelist, attack for 2, and then maybe Teferi if he plays something. Feels like Sanguine Evangelist is basically like putting 5 power into play on this current board because the bat does 2 and this does an extra 1 plus this does 2, so it seems pretty worth it. Yeah, Lotus is unfortunate. Let's just hope it's something I can bounce. Fire Covenant to start. Oh, Deep Cavern Bat to start. Sure. Yeah, I am probably... it's not, I mean, honestly, Fire Covenant... I mean, look, Lotus, Deep Cavern Bat, Fire Covenant is a very good turn. But I don't feel like I'm out of it here. My hand is still fine. I'm going to be left with 1 good card. My Sanguine Evangelist leaves a bat behind. This rogue token was free, so... I really don't feel like this was some sort of massive beating or anything like that. It's interesting. Considering taking the Fairy Mastermind. I mean, the Teferi is obviously like a card you would want to take, but all right, we're going for Fairy Mastermind and then Fire Covenant. Oh no, this is way worse. Oh man, discard a card and destroy that. I will not use Currency Converter's ability. Whoa, I got destroyed there. Well, Spellcaller is actually a great draw, so... Well, let's see how this goes. So now you take 5. Oof, what a good top deck Spellcaller. I think that is gonna win me the game. Because now Matt's gonna... Oh, he's gonna iteration. It's not even that good, but I'm still gonna Spellcaller it because then I get to attack for 3, 6, 8, 10 now. Yeah, the Deep Cavern Bat has to chump now. Don't think it helps to play Narset here. And I guess you block the 2-1. Well, I don't know which 2-1, honestly, because this leaves behind a bat, and you take 7 going down to 3. Well, I guess 4. Or no, it goes down to 3. And do I want to play Narset? He already can't get out of it with Fire Covenants. Let's just Narset. Yeah, let's just take Mana Drain. If he has something here, then, you know, congrats. But I don't think so. All right. All right. Game 3. Yeah, Lingering Souls does seem like it could be pretty good. I have a Black-Red Talisman as well. So if I put in Lingering Souls, would it be crazy to put in Necromancy? Like put in those? He's got... Part of my fear is that he has so much disruption. Actually, I kind of want to take Days Out. He has so many ways to look at my hand. Yeah, these cards don't really make the deck slower, I don't think. But I do have to take out some cards. I think at this point, Thieving Skydiver can go out. I think I can take out an island. I think I just have to switch talismans because I don't really want both in there. All right. Let's see how this works out. We got a little bit of spice in here. On the draw, and there's the Necromancy. That's fine. I will keep this hand. We'll go turn 1 Preordain. Turn 2 Fairy Mastermind. Are we getting griefed on turn 1 here? Or something. It feels like he's got it. Oh man, does he have like a Lotus hand? No, it's the Mox. Okay, he's got a lot of red sources. That's interesting. Let's cast Preordain here. Currency Converter. All right, bottom. I will keep Currency Converter. I think Currency Converter is really good in this matchup. I do get hit by Kolaghan's Command. All right, there's the Grief. Well, my hand's pretty good against Grief. Obviously, taking the Converter is kind of annoying. I would have liked to get that into play before I was getting discarded. The Necromancy is funny because if he doesn't take the Necromancy and I draw a black source, then things could get pretty nasty for him. But we'll see what gets taken. I'm hoping Matt kept a hand without black mana. Ophiomancer is getting exiled, which would be a card you could play this turn if you had black source. So hopefully this is like a defensive Grief. He doesn't have black and he kept a hand that, you know, a Mox hand that's hoping to draw a black source. Yes, he did. All right, so now land, Currency Converter, Raven Inspector. And you have an opportunity to kill my Currency Converter if you want. No swamp, no swamp. No swamp. Ooh, we take those. We take those. Oh, I drew Gut. That's unbelievable. So now, basically, do I want to use... I think I do. I think I go Mana Vault and draw a card and discard a card. I think I'm just going to discard the Necromancy. Cast Gut. Attack, and then sack the Mana Vault. Oh yeah. All right, now you've got one turn to draw black. If you don't draw it this turn, then the game is over. I mean, actually, it's not literally over, but Gut will just kind of get there, and that's a 2-1 with Jeskai tokens. This was a cool deck. I enjoyed how it played out, and happy to go 2-1. Let's check in on the team. Alrighty. The sandiest of dogs carried the team. He went 3-0. Jesse went 2-1. I went 2-1, and well, poor Updraft Elemental didn't pick up a win, but is gonna be on the winning team, so that works too. We've got a pretty solid deck here. I hadn't really played a deck like this. Adding in Sanguine Evangelist and Gut, and then, you know, to go alongside the Third Path and Mentor and Staff, plus Hangerback. I don't know, like a lot of token stuff getting paid off with both Gut and Staff pretty nicely. Currency Converter also played into all this as well. And then I had like Mana Drain plus Daze as counters, Prismatic Ending, Spell Queller as a counter as well, and Teferi as interaction. So pretty light on interaction, but you know, it had enough stuff. The Mox, obviously, I drew that one a good amount, and this has a lot of really good ways to spend Mox mana, a lot of 1s and 2s, so I can like turn 1 2-drop or double 1-drop, but twice opened on Currency Converter plus Oliphant. I think you can understand why I like Currency Converter so much. Just such a good card. Often does some really good stuff. Scholar looked cool, but I never really got a chance to use it. And otherwise, oh yeah, this had Skull Clamp too. That was a good payoff. This deck was pretty sweet. I think it really could have used one more interaction piece, but honestly, this deck played out really nicely, and we won the draft. So that'll do it for today. I appreciate you watching me blaze new trails with Jeskai tokens, and I'll be back tomorrow with another cube draft. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.